Excellent. Okay, C deck, C deck, large hospital room, first class cabin, large hospital room. Well, I'm assuming it's either number 1 or number 3. This game is rated M for mature. I'm immature, and that's got mature in it, so I'm good, right? I mean, I don't see a problem with that logic. Oh, and just one other thing. I got to figure out a way to make that dynamic. I'm sure there's a way to. All right. I'm just gonna try this one. I'm assuming this was the save file I was working with. Oh. Where would they go next? More of a, if you are sensitive to things that may be an M-rated game, maybe look into this before continuing. I mean, M-rated covers a lot of stuff. There's some M-rated things I am perfectly fine with, and some that I just want to nope right out on immediately. That's one of the reasons I prefer content and trigger warnings. From what I recall of 999, or the summary of it at least, is mostly, you know, murder and the stuff involved therein. Mental health, and probably claustrophobia. I'm trying to remember what else. Actually, you know what? It's more for an audience. Sex jokes. That's it. Somebody's probably compiled a list of trigger warnings for 999 somewhere online. I'm actually curious what they're. Oh, right, the sound change. Yeah, well, y'all know how to Google. I think this is where we left off. I do remember the hospital room. I think we're missing Clover's brother. I think he's still gone. I can't even remember his name. The guy who was number 2, I think. I can't remember what he picked for his name. Might as well tag any drama or thriller or horror with mental health. Well, like in the sense of... I'm trying to think of the way to put it. Like someone having a psychopathic break, specifically, maybe? But that's also, I guess... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I used to be it's just like, you know, when somebody goes crazy, but as I've gotten older and acquired more friends who, you know, have schizophrenia or what's the not the narcissistic disorder, the sociopathy, and a lot of them are perfectly fine people. Like they've got certain ways that they operate, and once you get used to that, you're like, they're not that bad. Certainly not the way that a lot of thrillers and horror movies will make those mental illnesses out to be. That's what mental health is. Sorry, I was trying to think of like, well, how would you put it? Anyway, moving on. Pretty sure Clover's brother is missing. We're still looking for him. And I think we're also trying to figure out how to get through the doors, which we can't do without him. So for a nice Christmas gift from the city of Ottawa, my rent is going down. Nice! That's a very nice Christmas gift. I would love to have that. Oh, now it's only going down 0.2%, but hey, it's... At that point, is it a... that's a good question. Is it a gift at that point, or is it just a reprieve? I'm not sure if I call 0.2% of gift specifically. Anyway, where were we? Where would they go next? Oh boy. I'm supposed to know that based on Okay, digital routes, item screens. Can I get a summary of... Can I get a summary of the story so far? File? No. Controls, special functions. Actually, I don't even remember what these are. Oh, you can speed up with control. Q, E, or C switches angles. Item screen is tab. Digital routes. Special functions. Yeah. Do I not get a summary of the story so far? Flow, save, map. Alright, I'm just gonna guess. I mean, after one whole year of rent, I might be able to afford some bread at Loblaws for just the cheap stuff. Did you not get on the class action lawsuit? Did you use that bread money up already? I had to sign up for the Life Labs class action lawsuit for their data breach. I'll have to see if we get anything for that. I'm just gonna pick these in order because I cannot remember what we were doing. So we're gonna say the casino.
Let's go take a look around the casino.
Let's go take a look around the casino.
Okay.
If I had to summarize issues in the game, intense graphic deathmatch. Yeah. I said murder and everything that entails. Well, yeah, I guess that could be also several levels onto itself. Yeah, you burned through the $25 gift card already? Yeah. I will say, the Superstore has been giving me a lot of coupons for free delivery lately, and I know why they're doing it, but it's still very beneficial to me when I have a lot of trouble driving or getting to the grocery store. So at this point, I will continue to take it.
There's no one here. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay. First class
Let's go
cabin.
take a look at the first class cabin. It's really close. No one's here. Maybe we'll have more luck somewhere else. But where?
Go figure, it's the last option.
Hey, why don't we go back to C deck?
Or they're all
We can
back
take
at the
a look
hospital
that hallway
room.
with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Oh, nobody's here. Let's look somewhere else.
Yeah,
But where?
they're all back at the hospital room.
Why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Okay, let's go then.
I don't think anyone is here. What?
Oh, okay, I guess we did search everything. That's
The
unsettling.
snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Snake! That was it.
And we can't keep looking for him. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. There's a problem, though. We've got to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes, I have a proposal. Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Like, if you want real trigger warnings, I'd say that there's drowning, kidnapping, stabbing, disfiguration, large blood splatter, Lotus's outfit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a... And, like, what I was listening was mostly based on, like, my encounters with other people who have played the game. Like I said, I still haven't played through it all the way myself, even if I know the ending, so... And my memory's spotty on the best of days. Large blood splatter. That's interesting as a warning in and of itself. Like, is that a light version of gore at that point? Or would you categorize that as gore? Anyway.
Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
I don't think there is gore, because when you hear that, your mind immediately goes to the worst, like someone's guts are spilling out. Yeah, I would say that too. Viscera, maybe, would be, but, like, that's used so rarely. That's probably, gore would probably be what people identified most for that. Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. You say that like I remember what everybody's numbers are. Okay. Lotus was 8. Santa was 3, I think, for San. I'm just gonna guess. I honestly don't remember.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do.
Viscera is like also basically gore. No, yeah, but I think it is more specifically like innards are involved, whereas gore can involve like sort of a wider range, quote unquote. But I'd have to look up the definition specifically.
Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution.
Is it, Lotus? Because we've gotten to a lot of areas where we found out how to open up a gate that was closing off a former area, so I don't know. I do agree with Lotus in that, like, obviously we don't have the numbers to get everybody through, but I also don't agree that, you know, permanently killing whoever stays behind is our best first solution, as opposed to maybe leaving 2 people behind and potentially finding a way to get them through later. Gore warning, paper cut. Well, I mean, like, what about limb amputation versus, like, your guts falling out, or seeing a broken bone pushed through the skin versus seeing surgery, like in an actual sterilized hospital surgical room? I didn't cut anyone. It's okay, Valpaper. Even if you did, we've got bandages for that sort of thing. The simplest solution is the best one. I say let them dur. Let them die.
If the other 6 are to survive, then one person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel.
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan?
Leave 2 people behind and try to find a way to get them through afterwards.
Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
No killing.
That's not what I meant.
I would say scenes of surgery or scenes of dismemberment. Some people would consider that gore, though. Shut up, June.
We shouldn't sacrifice anyone.
Yeah. There's extra commentary that could be made there that I'm not going to for spoiler reasons.
I told you, that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa. Calm down, you 2.
Why is it the number 2? Just looks weird.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is, you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Not sure happiness is a word we want to use here, but sure.
Exactly. That's how and for that reason,
Oh.
I think the only fair way to decide who will be sacrificed is through a vote.
See, the thing about voting and minorities,
What do you think?
or being the
No,
disliked person in the
It's
group,
terrible.
when I say gore, it's just like you stumble upon a gory scene. How it happened is relevant. Yeah, but like what defines a gory scene can vary in the details. Sometimes that does make a difference for some people. Oh, how it happens isn't relevant.
I'm not asking you. Shut up. What about you, Santa?
I was just channeling Lotus.
Me? Well, I agree, I guess.
All right, that's 1 vote for. Counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but
Shut up,
we don't
June
exactly
1.
have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Oh, glad to see you get it. If I can get 1 more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover?
Oh, I'm going to be the deciding vote, aren't I?
Hey, Clover, your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We've searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean he has to have gone through one of them somehow?
Do you like Seven's Animal Crossing hat? Yeah, it's alright. It's not my personal kind of style, but
Let's
looks
go
good
look
on
for
him.
him together, okay?
Lotus, that's being really emotionally manipulative.
If we sacrifice one person, then we can go look for him.
Props to the VA for the delivery on these lines specifically.
You agree with me, right?
Okay.
The motion carries.
Alright, I'm not the deciding vote. Interesting.
Now, let's start a vote too.
That won't be necessary. I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
My vague memories of how the game goes, like the endings that are available, is making the scene very interesting.
Julia, I'm afraid you may have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Huh?
I trust you. Each and every one of you. I believe you'll come back for me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's optimistic, and then there's just nuts.
I don't know. We've already proven that this is possible, Seven.
Those doors only go one way. You go in, you don't come out. If we go through them.
You won't be able to return, correct?
Yeah.
True, but that will not be the case once you've escaped from the ship.
What?
Please, I beg you. Once you've escaped, come back and rescue me. Ideally, within the time limit Zero has given us.
So looking it up, when people ask on Reddit or wherever, they say the game is gory, so that's why I think an ESRB details or site can get into specifics. Yeah, no, that's legit.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time. We've only got 5 hours left. We don't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then, perhaps you would prefer to stay instead of me? Or perhaps you would be willing to leave June. You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion. Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go, quickly.
Good. Let's accept his kind offer then.
Everybody's like, mental anguish. I have conflicting feelings. Lotus is like, I. This just got simplified.
Good. I think this is the best for me.
I'm sure you do.
Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. It may be my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
Looking into detailed warnings of this game, they ask if there are any positive role models in the game. It's just like, there aren't any.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I think some of the characters have positive role model moments in some cases. But yeah, as a whole, well, I don't know. I'm trying to remember, would Seven? I don't remember all of the details of Seven's story, just some of them, so maybe that's why I'm like, maybe he could be. They are all horrible people. All right. I will trust you and Reddit on this one.
We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
Look, lady, if I don't have a timer counting down on my screen, what you say is invalid.
You're right. We should get going. That's all we can do right now.
7.
Seriously. Honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait, all of you. Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out. There has to be.
I guess they all have the will to go on. Muffled Celine Dion playing in the distance.
Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Yeah, let's think. There's gotta be another way.
Fine! Forget about it! I'll figure it out on my own.
He just said he was... Okay.
Ace! Come on, Ace. Please stand up. You can't give up yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way that we can all get out of here.
Basically, see, they are all horrible people.
Ace! What happened? Ace, say something!
Why is the art style suddenly so sketchy? Did they hit their deadline for this one? The artist is just like, crap. Gotta hand this in 1 hour. This is good enough.
I'm all right.
How are you all right?
This.
A syringe? Soparil beta. What does this do?
Judging by the term soper in it.
Did you use this?
Yes. It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
It's just anesthetic. As though anesthesiologists and anesthesiologists don't have to do like extensive, incredible training to ensure, you don't just have your heart stop or your lungs stop or other very terrible things happen while you're under anesthesia.
Anesthetic?
I found it earlier.
Oh, you just found... Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine to put in your veins.
While we were searching the hospital rooms, I thought it might be useful later.
So you wasted it on this?
I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
More content warning: drugs, drugging, self-medicating. Yeah.
Why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I'd like to take a nap. I really am very tired.
Look, if you didn't see him shooting up, who's to say he actually took the drug?
Ace.
Is there something you want to say? I just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
It's an interesting choice of lilt.
No, don't, Ace. Don't fall asleep.
You feel warm.
Oh, that's creepy.
So comfortable.
Did not need to hear that in high definition on my
I
headphones.
think I'll have a nice dream.
At that point, I would have just dropped him on the floor. Be like, all right, you can just stay.
Ace! Ace!
Let's get him up on a bed.
Flip a coin. Characters will either A, cheer us on, or B, bicker for an hour. Who says it can't be both? We've got multiple people in this group.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste. Right?
Lotus is just like, come on.
Like you even mean that.
Yeah.
You say something?
No, nothing.
Sometimes the VAs, their delivery is just... Actually, a lot of these, the VA delivery is pretty good. It's just very spot on. I also can't get over how the bracelets just look like digivices to me.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Now, usually people are shitting on each other, saying, good job on solving this stupid sliding puzzle.
Huh?
Rules
mean?
God.
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's true.
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
Also, Santa saying that with, like, neutral smile on his face. Enough with this screwing around.
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Got
Sure.
it. You're 8. You're next, 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
Speaking of bickering.
Who, me? I didn't say nothing.
Dude, you clearly said that for, like, take a tip from Jinpei. He said it in a way she couldn't hear.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
And this is why.
All right, who's next? Junpei, which door do you want?
I forget what number I am. Am I number... No, Ace is 1, Snake is 2, Santa's 3, Clover is 4. Am I 5 or 6? June would be 6, right? Because June is the 6th month. And that's... Okay, so am I number 5? So we've got... So 7 and 8 is taken 4. We've got remaining 5, 3, 4... Because if I'm... Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... That's not going to work. 13...
I want to go through door number 3.
Nope, you can't.
Okay, fine.
Why? Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Thank you, Santa.
There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8.
Hey, it's a Hearts Endor fight. How you doing? We're playing Zero Escape and talking about trigger warnings and what the definition of gore is. It's definitely a Friday. Oh, that didn't work properly. Oh, it's because I didn't spell it correctly. That would is hearts plural. There we go. It will toast.
That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
Yes, okay. I've got that my math was incorrect.
No, they're
Please
fine.
move on.
We've got 3 options. Option A, have 3, 5, and 8 go through door 7, and 4, 6, 7 go through door 8.
But then Lotus doesn't get her pick.
Option B, 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Option C, 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8.
Okay, so I can technically go through either door and still have 7 and Lotus get the door they wanted.
Those are the only 3 options. That's it. At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait,
Option B.
but that means 5 and 6 can never be on the same team.
Oh, boo-hoo.
If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
I mean, I understand not trusting anybody else on the team with June. But also, would you trust June with anybody else on the team? I don't really think it matters at this point, Junpei.
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal, so think it over.
Yeah,
You've got 2 choices, 7 or 8.
you've
can't
taken
choose
long
3.
enough already.
If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving. So
Yes, I got that.
7 or 8.
Take the risk and choose door 3. Oh, yeah, that is... I have vague ideas of what the branches are, but not what choices are needed to get to them, so I'm just kind of flailing for most of this.
Okay. Fine.
Does this game think I know math? I mean, it only established that that was one of the puzzle cornerstones at the very beginning. Santa got that ninja look going for... I don't know if I'd call that ninja. Maybe Hot Topic.
I'll go with door 7.
Okay, 7 it is.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
then. That means June's got to go through 8.
Huh? Why?
Junpei, you figured it out, right? Can you explain it to her?
Didn't you just explain it out loud, Santa?
Okay, so, June, if we want all 6 of us to go through a door...
Contemporary ninja. Oh, thank God they skipped it.
Oh no! You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
How do you know it's going to be a long time?
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again.
I mean,
We gotta split up.
What
but
are the
only for a
odds?
while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up.
all except for Snake.
I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
And that one guy who died, who I can't even remember.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
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 I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now.
For a certain definition of shit, sure.
I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible.
Ah, yes, true.
He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
Zero just being like, damn, I should have made it like 20 doors.
Yes. Promise?
You guys are done, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Any problems with that, Clover?
Whatever.
All right, we're ready to go then.
9 hours, 9 people, 30,000 doors.
Let's move.
I'm sure that won't, eventually devolve into permutations or somebody actually gets out.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Better yet, 3 hours, 9 people, 30,000 doors. It's just people slamming through as many doors as they can get through within the 3 hours.
It's open.
Let's do this!
I don't think those numbers are actually painted in blood. I think they'd be a darker red at this point if that was the case.
Hurry!
June.
Jumpy.
They just said to hurry! The thing is counting down.
What the hell are you doing, Junpei?
Yeah, no puzzles, just like, yeah, 7 is right on board with that. Wait, did Junpei just run back?
Only 81 seconds left! No time to waste, guys! Let's get moving!
Look! The door on the left! I can see the dad!
It stopped. It stopped.
You ran down a whole hallway. Hasn't 7 gone through a door already, or am I misremembering?
This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but
Yeah.
whew, you never really get used to it.
All right.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
Oh, I wish I could give Clover a high five.
What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again! I dare you!
Your insecurity showing, buddy.
You have no...
You little... You want to die?
Wouldn't even let her finish the sentence.
I'd like to see you try.
You fucking brat. All right, let's go!
Hey, calm down, guys. This isn't the time for
Good to say
this.
now.
It's not gonna do us any good. Wait here for a minute, all right? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors.
Just being here, and imagine how the
We
group
just
of
came through
Lotus
this
is
door.
doing.
And of course it's shut tight. There's a short hallway on the left here, and an iron wall. I doubt I can get through it.
See, they are all nightmares.
This door's the only option we've got, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Hey, something's written on the door. On that iron plate.
It says operating room. If this thing's telling the truth, there could be body parts inside here.
That's your... Okay.
Well, this is probably not going to be pleasant.
Only if you got some really shitty surgeons.
Well, there's no point to standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us. What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. Let's just go. Huh?
What the hell is this?
I was about to say, that's a very old school operating theater, but this is based in the Titanic, isn't it? So that actually makes sense.
Why don't we take a look?
Dr. Nick.
Hey, Clover!
What?
Clover! Hey, what's wrong?
What the hell is this?
Mannequin? Beat some of the alternatives.
Is this a corpse?
We should probably take a closer look.
Can you not see the seams right on the body?
Yeah.
This is...
What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something.
I mean, it's a very creepy mannequin, but
Doll?
I wouldn't want surgery on a boat. Yeah, that's probably fair.
You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me.
Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any...
Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff?
How old is Clover again?
Yeah, bring it on, you whale!
Hey, guys, not again, okay?
This is group
Seriously,
anger
knock it off.
management.
Jeez. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a... I'm talking about a heart.
Huh? Oh, this? You mean on his chest?
No, I mean his kidney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
I don't think it's a doll.
Because puzzle solving.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Clover is 18. Okay.
Or maybe it's got more personal uses?
7, just what the fuck are you implying?
Anyway, how about we take a look around this place? Let's go.
It's like if you'd ever seen an actual sex doll, you would not make that comparison because that clearly has nothing in common with one.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Why does the rendering in this area look so weird? Did they have, like, artists rotating? Through this game? Because... Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says KG on the display. You think maybe it's a scale? That's what I would assume. Huh? There's some sort of lid on this thing. Why don't you try opening it? Can't. There's no handle. Get your nails in under there. Oh, I can't get under it with my nails either. These dolls are really kind of creepy, you know. Hey, it says something here. John? You think that's a doll's name? Maybe? This thing is creepy. I wonder why it's on the bed. It says Kaja on it. Kaj... An operating table. Do you think old operating tables look like this? No. I have no idea. Yeah, like this clearly goes up like accordion style. Can I like turn just the handle? No, it's an old operating table. The medical mannequin is not. There's something that looks like it could be a scale next to the operating table with a lid. Creepy medical mannequin. His name is John. Okay, so what I assume, a white cloth, is we need to make this a certain weight. Oh. What's this? Oh, John is just lying there. Do we get... oh, okay, I was gonna say, do we get more dialogue for John? But we do not. Oh boy, this is a lot. Okay, we have... They use these for surgery, right? Let's see. Syringes, cups, a plate. There's a sort of scissor-ish thingy. Forceps. I think those are forceps. There are a bunch of surgical tools on the table. One of them looks kind of like a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that one's bloody. Ah, I was right. Butcher forceps. Forceps. Can I pick up anything else? I don't think so. Oh, hello. Another medical mannequin? From the looks of it, this one's a chick. That's gender bias. She has a name too. Lucy. Poor thing. Lucy and John. Is that a Beatles reference? Looks like Miss Lucy only has a head and a left arm. Maybe we're supposed to gather all her parts? There's some kind of device attached to the bed. It says kg on the panel. Is this a scale? Is this a butterfly? There's something that appears to be a scale attached to the bed. This bed doesn't look very comfortable. Lucy's head and left arm are sitting on the bed. Maybe something will happen if we gather all of her body parts. Can I, like... What are the... Oh. Map screen controls. Scroll, bird's eye view, click green area. Okay. Oh, sneezing coming. Ah, excuse me. Okay. We have some kind of... What's this thing? It's got these short iron legs. Maybe it's a heater? There's nothing inside it. Can I open it anyway? Looks like it's probably a heater. There's nothing... Is that just... Oh, that's just part of this table. Fake chest. Whoops. No, I wanted to explore. With a big old keyhole? What are the controls for examining items again? I feel like there was... No. Enter search. Oh, that's... Okay. Ew, that's gross. This is the chest. It's a woman's chest. I mean, for a certain definition. The heart's gone, but it's... Jesus Christ. The heart's gone, but it's pretty hot. You have weird taste, dude. Yeah, if that kind of thing turns you on, Seven, you're a real creepo. Are those scissors? They look kind of funny. No, that's probably a pair of Kocher forceps. How do you know that specific type of forceps? Surgeons use them during operations. They can hold blood vessels shut and keep tissue out of the way. Terrible, terrible people, yeah. We can use it to pull stuff out of small holes or something like that. Okay. Good to know. That was a very obvious hint. Maybe you're supposed to heat something like that gauze to kill the bacteria? What gauze? There's a boiling thingy over there. There's nothing on the lid or in the drawers. A thing for boiling tools to sterilize them. There's nothing in the drawer. I'd be interested to know what the proper name for that thing is. There's a lot of different kinds of medication. It's hard to tell them apart. Come on, pull an ace. Just take one. See what happens. Live large. There are a whole bunch of bottles on the shelf. They all look like medicine. They've got labels, but they're all big medical words that I don't understand. Yeah, sure. What about... That's a lot of medicine. I wonder if one of these is the laxative. Dude. Yeah, it sounds kind of gross, but I'm pretty sure every one of us has had the same idea. If we had some laxatives, maybe we could crap out the bombs Zero put in us. Good question. It would really depend on how the bombs work. And also, how are they being protected against stomach acid anyway? Unfortunately, damn it, I don't know what medicine does what here. Okay, those look like books, but it looks like it's not going to let me do anything with them. The drawer is empty. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing on the lower shelf. Okay. Nope, I wanted to put here. Okay. Click on the green area. It said click on the green area to get a bird's eye view, but I don't see a green area. Oh, close enough. Can I, like, turn the camera? 9. That's a lot of surgery stuff. There's some scalpels, a few pairs of forceps, and a couple of syringes. All of it's too rusty to be useful, though. Hey, there's a scalpel here that looks new. Is there? Oh, the one that's in higher definition than the rest of them? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. A scalpel that's not rusty. Seems like it was put here for a reason, huh? You think it's telling us to cut something? Yeah, I do. None of this other stuff looks useful. Yeah, it's all pretty rusty. A medical mannequin with its guts showing. Ew. Gross. Hey, Junpei. There's a slit in this thing's chest. Yeah, sure is. Oh yeah. Different rendering. There's something in there. Maybe we can get it out. Ugh, damn it. Stinking thing won't budge. It's stuck. Well, I guess you can't use force on this one then. We need something small that can fit into that little hole. Size matters. An internal organ, specifically a lung. How do I... Wait, how do I use an item again? Oh. Item screen. Oh, select item V. I think that's what I want. Yeah. Okay. That's how I did it. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, and I keep doing that. Don't right click. So we took the organ thingy. Out of the chest thingy. It's a lung, not an organ thingy. Huh? This part here, on the back. It's all rubbery. You're right. So, it's a fake organ. Of course it'd be... Wait, what's Seven grabbing it for? Hey, it feels like there's something in here. You think we can cut through the rubber part? I mean... Some of these hints are very obvious. Let's try cutting this organ with a scalpel. Organ key! That's one way to put it. There's a key in this organ. Found a key in an internal organ. Was that supposed to be a pun of some sort? But it's a keyhole! Fine. Fine. One of the organs is missing. The organ is... Orgon? Orgon. Really, Clover? I expected more from you. Oh, like you could do better. An old hard bed. Yes, but I want to... Lucy's head and left arm. Yeah, can I not... Maybe I need to... Huh. Maybe I need to collect all the items before I could? John is just lying there. Oh, is the scalpel like... Yeah, the scalpel's completely gone. Did we break it? Because we don't need it anymore. Oh, there's a bunch of rooms. Oh, that's what the door was for. Awesome, it's unlocked. Hmm? Something stinks. Is it coming from this bottle? It says NH3. Oh. Isn't that chloroform? Well, that of course stinks. It's ammonia. Oh. Ammonia is good for a lot of things. There's a bottle of ammonia on the shelf. It says NH3 on the label. Iron 1, salt 2, water 3. Ammonia, ethanol, carbon dioxide. Okay, so CO2, NH3, blue liquid. That doesn't look very blue to me, but okay. It looks like there's something inside that bottle. Why don't you try pouring some out into the cap? Can't see any reason why not. What's that? It's bright blue. Do you think it's alien blood? Where the hell did that come from? And what do you think it is, Seven? I don't know. Some sort of special bath soap? Ugh, what a boring guess. Antifreeze? What were the other ones? Carbon dioxide, ammonia, and ethanol. I mean, ethanol could be that color, I guess. Red liquid. Oh god, are we doing the Matrix? It looks like there's something inside that bottle. Why don't you try pouring some out into the cap? Yeah. What's that? It's bright red. Do you think it's blood? No, blood's thicker than that. Seven's... I would know. Then what is it? Beats me. Okay. Iron is usually red. Blue could be water, maybe? This thing won't open. Is it locked? You probably need to put in a passcode. I mean, geez, they've even got a keypad on there. How much more obvious can you get? I can only enter 3 numbers. E is for enter and C is clear. Once you input the number, press E. Let's give it a shot. I've already forgotten what it was. That's fine, I have to do it now. There's a note on top of the table. Iron equals 1, salt equals 2, water equals 3. Carbon dioxide, question mark, ammonia, question mark, ethanol, question mark. What do you think this is a hint for? Maybe it's got something to do with this box? Can I not pick it up? Nope. Okay. Well, look at the first line. Maybe question mark represents a number. Ammonia NH3, that's... Is that nitrogen trihydrogen? I don't know. I failed chemistry. We'll get back to it. What's this? Looks like a can with a spray nozzle. It says CO2. Oh, there's our carbon dioxide. So it's a can filled with carbon dioxide. There's a canister of carbon dioxide on the shelf. The label says CO2. CO2. C is for carbon and O is oxygen. So carbon dioxide is made up of 1 carbon atom and 2 oxygen atoms. Yes, thank you for pointing out that I'm dumb. Hey, Junpei. There's dihydrogen monoxide on this shelf. Why don't you just say water? There's bottled water on the shelf. Okay. Junpei, there's a bottle of iron powder on the shelf. Well, there's all our items. How do you know it's iron? The label says Fe. Fe stands for iron, right? It sure does. Ferrous. Ferritin. Hey, Junpei, you think there are any slugs on this ship? Salt, right? Huh? Well, if there are, I was thinking we could put salt on them. What's she pointing at? The label states NaCl. Salt, huh? Do you think Seven will shrivel up if we put it on him? Hey, you say something? Oh, good stuff. Let's go for a drink. What are you talking about? I'm talking about that bottle. It says C2H5OH, right? It's ethanol. That's right. It's also known as ethyl alcohol. Dude, you drink that shit? It's pretty much what booze is made out of. For a certain definition. So, you're gonna drink it? Nah, I won't. It might say that's what it is on the label, but there could be anything there. Alright. So we've got all of our items. No, I want to... Okay. Iron 1, salt 2, water 3. Is it how many molecules? Because salt is NaCl. Water is dihydrogen monoxide, so that's 2 and 1. Yeah, I think it's how many molecules it is. I need a piece of paper. I do not have a piece of paper. Should have thought this through. Alright, I need a notepad file. Of course, that cuts the sound. 7, secret genius. Yeah. Yeah, I would be hard-pressed to know the molecular composition of ethyl alcohol off the top of my head. Iron Fe is 1. Salt is NaCl, which is 2. Water is H2O, which is 3. So carbon dioxide is CO2, so that should also be 3. Ammonia and ethanol, I'm going to have to look up again. Okay, back. C2H5OH. Jesus, okay. C2H5OH. So that is 7. Why is there 2 H's? Okay, I'm assuming that is 7, 8, 9. I'm assuming that's 9 molecules. And the ammonia was... No, that was a carbon dioxide. That was the water. Here? Oh. Ammonia is made of 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms. Yes, thank you. Okay, so that is 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 9. Alright, well, let's see. Oh my god, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Nothing. Okay. What would... Oops. Alright, are we just testing No colors. How do I... Okay, maybe I can't use the bottles until I can get at whatever's inside the safe. So it takes 3 numbers? 3 numbers. So the 3 numbers for... Let's give it a shot. Okay, the other ones were all single digits, right? Hang on. 3, 4, and 9. Okay. I called it. There is a fake right arm. It's the right arm of the body. It's kind of creepy. And the heart. Oh, interesting. What's that about? A heart. This thing is super creepy. It looks like it fits in like a battery. This ain't good for the heart. Ugh. Really? Okay. Okay, it's probably gonna let me when I have them all together. Alright, well that should be everything in here, I'm assuming.
You think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh, well,
Is that a medicine bottle?
I got curious about it. Here.
Ethylene diamine tartrate?
I like that he got diamine pronounced correctly. Most people would not.
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know.
A
Still,
surgical equipment to multiple amounts of chemicals that are in the room?
looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
What? How?
You remember something?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago.
Johnny was a chemist's son. Johnny is no more. What Johnny thought was H2O was H2SO4.
There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But
Capitalism
factory
went
started up,
sideways.
something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to...
Oh, the factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless.
But it didn't end there.
Where did they dump them?
After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory.
Oh, I remember hearing about this.
They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate. In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just spread.
Eval paper. Thank you for
like-
lurking.
Man, how do you say it?
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomena spread throughout the world, right?
Yeah, that's it exactly. But how did you know?
I heard another story, kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold on. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you?
If I say Ice 9 specifically, that might jog his memory. But if I just say something about it... Unless he's faking, but yeah.
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice. That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on, the woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Shh. How many people have that date memorized?
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worse, what about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right?
You guys paid way more attention in your history classes than I did.
It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood, no nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so unloaded. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't, though. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was
Just
frozen
be sure.
solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible. But there was one body that didn't thaw. And that was...
The girl in the coffin!
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually. But weeks passed and nothing happened. Then a month passed, and another. And it was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle.
Or curse.
Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice. Alice.
That's a stretch, but alright. Especially considering the Halifax accent.
Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't.
Alice! Alice! Alice!
They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. And after a while, no one remembered her.
All ice! All ice! All ice!
You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
Yeah, can elaboration,
What happened
please?
to Alice after she was stolen?
Alright, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Could you be a little faster about it? We're on a time limit here.
Well, around that...
Oh, shit. Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world.
I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was... Lord Dashiell Gordain.
What a name.
You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912, and 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. But nobody knows where.
And you know this how?
He died in 1931, and apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden.
However, what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
And you know this because...
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Alice. Huh.
Someday seems awfully
That mummy
optimistic.
wasn't just a normal mummy. They say that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic. Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, there's no way somebody like that could exist.
As if everything else so far hasn't been. Junpei, where are you going? That's the door we came through. Ah. The only thing out there is a numbered door. I'm pretty sure I don't need to tell you that the numbered door is a one-way deal. So, you're saying there's no point going back there, huh? And they're nodding. Awesome. Collaboration room. Oh. Cool, it's unlocked. Got hooks on the wall. I hope those are for coats. Let's see if... Huh, a piece of paper. What's this? Clipboard. Is this some kind of medical record? New material has been added to the files screen. Okay, a medical record. A medical record found in the preparation room. It has records for the two mannequins. There is a male mannequin named John and a female named Lucy. The record shows each mannequin's total weight and the weight of their individual parts. Oh, that's about to become important. Lucy is heavier. That's interesting. Legs aren't even. I'm assuming the arms are each the same weight. Interesting. What the hell are you doing? Don't you want to get out of here? I mean, we did just take our sweet time exchanging several stories. But I'm tired. Oh. There's a ray of light going through the beaker. And it's hitting the thing on the right. Oh, I know what I need to do here. Hey, it turned red. Forget about that. Didn't you hear that just now? $21. It's locked. It won't even budge. You think this is the exit? What's this? A light switch? Doesn't seem to be working. Nothing left in the drawer. Okay, what was that switch we heard? Something over here? Oh! assuming the red door. Leg. Fake right leg. The right foot of the medical mannequin. I guess it's a woman's foot, but damn, doesn't look hot at all. Have you got a thing for feet, Seven? No, that's crazy. You're sure acting kinda shady. I found a beaker. It's blue now. I think I heard another noise. Hey, left leg. This is the left foot of the mannequin. Do you think I'm better? What? Do you think my legs are skinnier? Clover, I think you've got a lot to unpack there. I get it. You combine the red liquid and the blue liquid to make a purple one. Good job, Jinpei! The purple light came on and I heard it unlock. I'm sure it's unlocked. The locker with the purple plate has gotta be unlocked. Alright, let's see what happened. Yes, you're very clear about that, thank you. Fake. Oh, stomach. I was like, that looks like a nose. Torso. Well, abdomen? That's more than just a stomach. This is a really big nose. There we go. That's no nose. It's a stomach. Oh, a stomach. Alrighty. A sink. The doctors and nurses probably wash their hands here before an operation. Nothing suspicious here. Cool. How do I turn around? Oh. Okay. Yes, how do I... So we've collected the 6 parts of the medical mannequin. Hey, it's a Raid! Hello, Raid! How are you doing? We are solving medical mannequin weight mysteries so that we don't die on the sister ship of the Titanic. Never see it coming. Spider and Peter and Kim Morales swinging by the spectacular YouTube raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that you may take the world of Zero Escape, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, 9. Well, I went 10 hours on YouTube to clean up New York with the Happy Spider-Verse Sunday. Thank you very much. How was Spider-Man 2? How did you enjoy it? How's your Sunday been going? I hope you're doing well. If you need to clear out and do some raid after or some streaming aftercare, make sure to prioritize that. I need to figure out the weights of this mannequin anyway. So the ones we've got must be for Lucy, right? That is going to depend on the weight. Jinpei? Yeah. Seems like it. Well, I say Lucy. We give Lucy her parts back. Any objections? Nope. Agreed. Alright, let's get started. Combine! Fusion! Ha! Alright, what's the scale say? Oh, there's a number on here. 51 kilograms. What's this? Is this the weight? Well, we were just stacking body parts on it, so it makes sense that it'd be the weight. Okay, how much did it say? 51. That is absolutely incorrect. Okay. Where's my notes? Okay, John. 51.3 kilograms. Chest is 6.2. Heart is 2.3. Arm is 1.5. Abdomen is 5.6. His right. No, I'm gonna go with my left. Left leg is 3.4. Right leg is 4.5. Lucy is 53.2, so we're off by quite a bit. Chest is 6. Heart is 2. Arm is 1. Abdomen is 5. Left leg is 3. Right leg is 4. This could be a little time consuming if I have to do what I think I have to do here. It's a spectacular swinging, singing fun time cleaning up New York City for 100% City. Yay! Saving a few trophies left for sweet Christmas Platinum present next time. Nice! So you were playing on PlayStation, or... I actually don't know what platforms that is. Alright, so let's check. Hey, nothing happened. That's odd. Maybe it's the wrong weight? Weight? Yeah, well, you know how there's a scale on the side of the bed? Maybe... Oh, maybe we need to get the scale to a specific number. How are we going to do that? We're going to remove parts and see how much the weight changes by, duh. I think we're supposed to swap her body parts with John's. Oh, let's give it a shot. Operating instructions. A screen will display 2 medical mannequins. You can switch their body parts by selecting the part you want to switch out. Oh. Alright. So she just went... Oh, shoot, hang on. Okay. So she's 51. 51.3. So this heart is 0.3 higher than whatever it was before. Lucy's heart needs to be 2, while John's needs to be 2.3. Unless... Is there any decimal points that could go... I was hoping I could remove parts individually, but I guess it's not going to let me do that. Okay. I think that is the correct heart for both of them. John's arm should be 1.5 and Lucy's should be 1. So, okay, that went up by 0.5. Yep, so this arm is 1.5, so that's correct. Lucy's chest should be 6. Okay, what was that? That was the arm. Okay, so arm I'm going to mark as correct. Chest, 6.2 versus 6. That just went up by 0.2. Okay, so that one is... this isn't going the way I expected it to. Oh, okay, so these are the actual... So the weights on the medical record were correct. They were not incorrect. I just need to swap them in a way that the total is... Okay. Oh god, this game really likes to make me do math. PS5, Spider-Man 2 is just on PS5. Okay, that's what I thought. I've been playing Sky occasionally on PlayStation before it came to PC, and I was kind of laughing because the trophy completion rate for some of the, like, some fairly basic things for the game are really low, which kind of shows how many people have been playing it on PlayStation. Okay, so we need to increase Lucy's by 2.2 and decrease John's by the same. So, if we want the 0.2, the chest would give us that. And then to get 2 even, the abdomen and the left leg, and then the arm and the right leg. Boom! Hey, Junpei, I just heard something. Hello, French toast for that friend of bean. It came from John's operating table. We better check it out. Like. Hey, Junpei, look at the scale. Oh, right. John. Huh? The lid on the scale. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, that's not open. Hey, it opened. Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weight to what's on the chart. Mashing buttons definitely something you do in Spider-Man 2. I heard the web swinging physics are just a lot of fun in order to swing across the city in that game. Key. Oh, it's a Jupiter. It doesn't say 21. That's a Jupiter symbol. There's a mark engraved on this key. I think it's a Jupiter symbol. Wait, we still have purple liquid? What are we gonna do with that? Alright, well. Adios, amigos. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
She was literally there 2 seconds ago.
Huh? Oh, god damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here. What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother might be dead.
Oh, yeah, we haven't found him yet.
Huh?
He could just be in the other door.
That's why we couldn't find him.
I mean, he could be dead, but he could just be behind the other door.
If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
I can't remember where I got the 4-leaf clover. Did June give that to me? Or did Snake give that to me? No, feels like the right decision.
It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is.
It's probably very wilted. Oh no,
A
it's a
4-leaf
bummer.
clover. Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm. Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope.
Oh, Santa gave it to me. Okay. All right.
You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
That's a little contrived, but okay.
Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
I mean, whatever works.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Oh. I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
You can get a spare one from the mannequin.
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Said everybody on this boat, none of them telling the truth about it.
Okay then. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Wait. On this ship?
More story time.
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Fields that you can't see?
Like, think about this. This is John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks? or the ship of Theseus?
I was about to say, don't you mean the ship of Theseus? I actually haven't heard of locked socks.
You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how locked socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it.
Well, she certainly sounds more chipper now, at least.
What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Well, I guess I'd patch it up, get some cloth, and close up the hole.
But what if another hole opens?
Clover goes from, like, depths of depression to, oh, I gotta school this noob.
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch, I guess?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches until eventually the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Well, that's tough. So, that's the locked socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it.
It's interesting how the theories differ in that patching an item usually implies using materials that are similar but not identical to the original, whereas, if I'm remembering correctly, the ship Theseus specifically said you were replacing it with identical parts. And some people do think there's a distinction to be made there in replacing the components of an item with similar but not identical parts versus identical parts, and that differs in, like, whether it could still be considered the same item or not.
The ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts?
Yeah, nerds think that. There's also the concept of like with the idea of, like, rebuilding something from its original component parts. Like, the idea of disassembling an item and reassembling it somewhere else is not new, and we generally do consider that the same object. So yeah, no, it's an interesting thought experiment.
Hey, do you think it's the same?
Thought exercise.
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
John's head and heart are both his. But apart from those, and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate.
I'm not 100% sure that's how biology works,
If you
but
take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
just say molecules.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long?
Yeah, we were taking our sweet time.
How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around. Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
No,
No.
it wasn't.
You already took your sweet time telling me stories. It's Clover's turn. Come on.
We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins.
Clover, that is the worst possible excuse. Maybe not the worst, but it's up there.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
Sure.
You're a dick.
Also shitty
All right,
at making jokes.
I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it.
All right, let's get going.
Hey, man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, get a little excited?
Not really.
Not until we find a light switch, at least.
My brother might be dead.
I mean, in a
I'm
way,
going
they were
next.
playing with mannequins, yeah.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
You found the thing.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh?
There we
June?
go.
And Santa? And
Whoa!
Oh.
What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
Is this door number 9? Oh, nope.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Got a couple of seedles. Everyone
Door
is
7,
trash.
And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec.
Sounds very cavalier about that. That's just how this
Hey,
murder game
could
works.
this lead to...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
Back to the
We may as well
infirmary.
go.
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
I knew it.
I drank eggnog out of a Spider-Man cup. Nice. Yeah, it's eggnog season. I gotta get some. Oh man, there's the grocery store here in town carries a type of eggnog ice cream that's got swirls of nutmeg and rum in it. It's so good.
We're back.
Called it. See? And you
In the
didn't have
hospital
to let
room.
anybody die.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8.
Yes, exposition time.
You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
No elaboration in the laboratory?
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. Actually, we found one in the laboratory too. Here, the Earth key. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Saturn key card we found in the kitchen. And the Earth key Lotus just gave me.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long straight hallway, right?
Yeah, if the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stair...
Wait! What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
Well... No, Snake was 2, so he couldn't get
There
through
is
it
a
alone.
point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Oh, look, he actually apologized to her. I do kind of like 7 says a lot of shitty things, but it's
Very well. I'll be coming with you then.
like compared to like the type of shitty that a lot of the other people say. I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to that kind of background radiation from guys I've encountered throughout my life. it's hard to tell sometimes how much of that kind of shit talking a person means, in the sense of they mean to either follow through on like physical threats, or they mean to cause hurt to the other person, like emotionally or whatever. And I mean, we're also talking about fictional characters of varying degrees of consistency, so.
I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So, Seven, you'll help me, won't you?
French Toast is pressing X
Me?
to doubt. Plus, there's also the fact that, like, I will not disagree that these are all the shitty people in varying ways and methods or means, but like also they are also in a very crappy situation, which most people tend to act shittier in general. I can't remember how much we learn about what they're like outside of this situation. I know we learn about some of them, and there are some that are just like, you look at that and you're like, yeah, no, that's probably unredeemable garbage. Some of them, I don't know. I mean, it's also a personal question of like, how bad does is everybody redeemable? Like, how shitty do you have to be to the point where you can still make amends for it versus no, you got to be condemned for that forever. I don't know. It's a lot of very deep moral and ethical questions around that sort of thing.
Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's get moving. Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the three of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we?
We didn't have 2 other keys with us at the time, though.
I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Or just antagonistic.
Huh? This. The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the 2 keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card. Great! It looks like it's working now.
We're like, let's just take 10 minutes. Elevator closes behind you, will not
All
return
right.
to the previous
now,
floor.
How do I call the elevator?
Buttons.
It only has the upside down triangle on.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
That's
It opened! Look, Jumpy!
kind of ominous looking.
Sweet, it opened. Let's get going.
Wait!
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D-deck, is completely underwater. An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Are we on the top deck? Yeah, they said deck A. Okay, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally...
Oh, you're right. They are.
I mean, it could have been on C deck and came up to A, and then it could go back down to D. I don't think that really proves anything.
Well, let's test it.
Test it.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two, E and C.
Oh.
All right, I'll push E.
What is that symbol on the door?
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again.
They said D deck was flooded, right? So E should also be flooded.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen.
Interesting.
See?
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D
Okay,
deck
yeah.
is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E-deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
Entirely, though? The entire E deck? Shit.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk?
Jinpei did not get high grade in either desktop publishing or art class.
The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, all right?
But...
Come on, just do it, all right?
I'm coming with you!
Hey, wait! Ah, crap, it closed!
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez.
I have motives.
It looks normal.
If creepy.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come
She
on, just look
holding
around.
her mouth?
There's no water here.
Can you swim at all, June?
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
We'd probably die.
Oh no. Don't be so casual about something like that.
I
At any
mean,
rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
could you not call the other elevator?
Right.
Then maybe...
Well, it
Oh.
looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
Let's check.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door. But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for E-deck? I should take it with me. Huh, so you guys found door 1. So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6 door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that E-deck wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of E-deck is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Even so, it's still very interesting.
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
Then that means Zero planned all this out, even the sinking.
I think it takes a lot of mechanical finesse to only partially sink something in this particular kind of configuration.
That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
Yeah.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
7? What's wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake is dead.
Well, Clover's gonna lose it.
He died, just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Wait, if he died the way the 9th man did,
Yeah, right. We should.
because he died from getting trapped between the doors, right? So shouldn't Ace, 7, and Clover have seen that as soon as they went through the number 3 door? Like, we took a few minutes to leave the room.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is he?
Kablamo!
The shower room, on the left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
That's not suspicious at all.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful.
Where is he? Where's Snake? There.
LLR.
June, you should stay here.
But
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right? I'm going in.
Thanks for the lurk, Rin. Catch you later.
Just like Ace said. Just like the 9th man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Yeah, that's gotta smell really bad, actually, in retrospect.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Unless there was a spare body just, hanging around the ship. Ew, yuck.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the 9th man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it.
Okay, please clarify for me because I'm having trouble figuring out how we got into the shower room.
First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead.
Oh, okay.
It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake.
Couldn't Ace
It
have done
wouldn't
it?
open for Snake
Oh, no,
and
wait.
a single killer.
Right, the doors require 3 people. Never mind.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure.
Snake, snake, it's a snake. Badger, 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 badger.
Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
2, technically. 2 of us are killers.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
Sounds like something a murderer would say.
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers.
Incorrect. I have played some games where there's either a winner or a loser, but there are not both.
Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Unless you count the game itself as a winner, I guess.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion.
Really sounds like something a murderer would say. Unless you think, like, Zero just carried that out all on his own.
We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself.
Right, because that's completely in keeping with literally everything else Zero has done since starting this.
If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero.
You're not making your case sound any less like a murderer, dude.
He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Or he has henchmen.
Something's still strange.
What was that?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And what's that?
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp. Isn't it obvious?
Wait, it is?
This ship.
Huh?
Zero said, "this ship," several times when he addressed us.
You're gonna... Okay, I don't think that's evidence of anything, but sure. I mean, a good dungeon master knows when to...
If he weren't here, he wouldn't say "this ship," would he?
He very well could.
He'd be saying something like, "that ship," or "the ship."
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. If Zero's on the ship, where is he?
I think Zero is one of us.
Dun, dun,
possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
Not enough cameras? Can afford to remodel the entire ship. Could not afford
I'm
to put
not
a
done.
camera in every
Try
room.
applying the same ideas to the nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words,
He's not Saw. Or Jigsaw, right? I haven't actually seen the Saw movies.
Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
He's lazy?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, Seven, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us.
I mean, that's one way to do math, I guess. Sort of.
Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because... I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
So do you. Fuck right off with that.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now.
Man, they must be so... How long has this game been going on for? Oh, no, wait, 9 hours. It's right in the...
Seven, Clover, Junpei.
I mean, I guess everybody was unconscious prior to waking up on the ship, but, like, who knows how much sleep that was.
I know how you feel, but you do understand.
Do
that
you
right
really?
Now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
Is it really?
You're right, but...
We must go. We have very little time left.
Our next destination is... Mercury.
Okay.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
Alright, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Ace has a giant neck, yeah.
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think Seven said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
I mean, given the age of the ship, those card readers must have been created fresh for this whole nonsense, but they look worn down, which is interesting.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Yeah,
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
okay. Priorities.
Oh, first we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
Oh, here.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes. Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're
Bottom.
on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Is there a deck below E deck?
Yeah. Well, let's try it out. Oh, so this is the bottom deck. Hey, over.
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. They were doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital, doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck.
That means...
Do you think the next door we find?
9.
I think the next one's gonna be door 9.
Final.
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery. All right, let's open these. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Of course.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, let's
No,
move
we don't
on.
have time for that.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like...
But...
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
For a certain definition of clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
I mean, true.
Maybe. But what about common decency?
That's rich coming from him.
Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, not
Dragged
good.
down knock.
Oh, let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door...
Yes, I don't really have a reason.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
Okay. That's not gonna work. They're gonna need a third person.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
Also not 8 and 7, 15, 6.
Santa and June requested door 6.
6 and 3, 9.
Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
Okay, shit. I should have been paying more attention to the math. Okay, so we're 5, right? 15 would be 6. Plus 5 would be 11, which would be 2.
My choice is door 2.
Or wait, would I have worked for any of those? Shit. Oh well, too late now.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
I'm trying to think if I would have worked for the other ones.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here. I had 3 pieces of paper ready,
Wow, Junpei.
and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted.
5, 5, 10, 1. Oh, I would have worked for any of them. Oh well.
If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Alright. So we know who's going through door 2. That'd be me, Lotus, and Junpei. The only problem's the other 2 teams.
June and I want door 6.
Clover and I choose.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people.
Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with Ace?
Huh?
Well,
Then what will you do, Clover?
I'll be waiting at the stairs. You guys are coming back here, right? That's what 7 was saying, wasn't it?
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the notary game works.
I'm sorry, but I just want to be by myself. You understand, right?
all right. I'm going through door 1. That all right with you, June?
Yes.
Well, we'll be going then.
Let's move 2.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
I won't see June for a while, but this was my choice. I'm just going to have to suck it up. 7 said we'd all see each other again, and I'm going to believe that. The other group went to A deck to go through door 1. Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck using the elevators. I wonder what we'll find down there.
We ready?
Yeah, any?
I'll go first. Let's go!
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it!
Oh, there it is! It's right there! It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Damn right.
All right. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started.
Bulkhead?
I think we'd probably better split up. You 2 okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
Okay, so I'm taking this door, I think. Emergence. Emergence. Maybe it means we need to emerge out of here? Oh, emergence. Is it actually? I just defaulted to French. Or maybe it's a misspelling of emergency? Probably means to emerge or to escape from here. We need to do something with these tiles to open this door. Okay. The door in the back. I wonder where it goes. I thought of that and I tried a couple of things, but yeah, same result. Guess 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. Ew. This light's barely enough to see by. I feel like I'm gonna see a ghost here or something. It's a blanket. Not really a great... Oh, not a really great one, but still. Anything under the bed? Blood on the walls, it looks like. I can just barely see a mirror from the light coming through the ceiling. Wait, through the ceiling? Sure, it'd be nice if that mirror was a little lower down. It looks like it's the same height as the mirror on the right. I wonder if that means anything. Oh, it absolutely does. What's the deal with the lighting here? There's just this one beam of light. The rest of the place is too dark. I can't see anything. There's no way we can explore the rest of this room. This mirror seems really high. In fact, it's so high that it's kind of hard to see a reflection in it. Can I not just move it? It's a sink, but there's no light shining on it. It's hard to be sure because it's so dark here, but I don't think there's anything going on with the sink. This faucet is too hard to turn. Yeah, and you probably don't want to just put your hand in it to feel around. Can I not? No, I can't click on anything back here. Oh, never mind. Toilet paper. It's still white enough for me to know what it is, even in the dark. There's nothing out of the ordinary about it. I could just barely make out the string for the toilet, but I can get a hold of it. Damn it! It kind of pisses me off that I can see it, but I can't touch it. 14 equals E. Okay, here we go. 14 equals E. We're playing Scrabble here? What is this? 14 equals E? It probably means a 14 somewhere represents an E, but I don't know what 14 that would be. Looks like a dirty toilet, but it's too dark to tell. Anything else around here? Alright, it took a couple of tries, but now I've got you, string. Yes! Now I can pull on it. Huh? Doesn't matter how many times I pull it, there's no flush, but something clicked. I kind of feel like an idiot. I wasted a bunch of time because I was determined to flush a toilet. Wait, did that move the mirror? No. Oh! There's a simple chair over there where the light doesn't shine. Arrgh! God damn it, no matter how hard I pull on this damn thing, it won't budge. Guess I won't be opening this anytime soon. Doesn't look like it's got a keyhole, and there doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? Usually that means there's a catch. This desk is old and rusty. No, okay. It's like bolted into the wall, though, so maybe there's... Wait, was that what the toilet flush was for? I'll come back to that. Oh, hello. That's a odd-looking towel. Flushing toilet, water spout, you decide. Well, it looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything, though. Maybe you should consider what the design might be. Perhaps that'll give us a hint? Toilet? Sink? Pour water in the sink? That bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter. No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time. Well, it's not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter. My, Junpei, aren't you lucky? It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous. I'm sorry. You're right. Dry skin is a woman's worst enemy. All kinds of gender and age discrimination going on around here. Yeah, hate to see it. Oh, hello. This looks just like part of the design on the towel. Do you think that means anything? Yes. On the towel, it looks like water is flowing from the river to the spring. You think that means we need to make the water flow from here? The sink is pretty unique. It's got a square drain, which seems a little weird to me. Oh, is that for one of the letters? This drain is kind of a weird shape for a drain. You think they made it that shape for a reason, or just for fun? There's no knob on this faucet. There's no way we can get water out of it like this. If we can find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get water to come out of this thing. This wall is this supposed to be some kind of partition? What do they think this is? Privacy is important for these things. Well, it's not like you're going to use it, Lotus. At least the guards couldn't watch you drop a loaf. Heck, it's better than being totally exposed, right? It's just hanging from the wall. Well, if we're pulling the string, then it must be a toilet that flushes. Is it? You pull it to flush a toilet. Yes, I want to pull the string. Okay, apparently I cannot. This paper seems to be pretty old. Ew, how the hell can you touch that? It's horrible. Well, it's not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. A moon. A moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon. Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, alright? So that is a left-facing crescent moon. This toilet is disgusting. You don't expect me to touch that thing, do you? If you don't want to, then I'll do it, alright? Hope you got gloves on and your tetanus shots. Oh, there's a knob. There's nothing in the drawer. Yeah, something's not right, though. That handle in the drawer doesn't really fit, you know? It just looks messy. Why don't you take it out? Oh! Hello. So there's a mirror on the other side of this drawer. Interesting. It's kind of an odd shape, and it looks like someone attached the handle with a screw after the fact. Can I not? No. Well, we took the drawer out, but nothing happened. Of course. There's no way you could hide a puzzle in something that small. Yeah, I know. Still. Still seems like they might try to... Huh? What's that? It looks like there's... something. Huh? It looks like there's something in there. Damn, no dice. Doesn't matter what angle I got at it from. I can't see anything in there. Can I not use the mirror? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh yeah! We could probably use this mirror to reflect the light. Now I just gotta figure out where to reflect the light. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine light on. I can see a partition over there. It seems pretty pointless to bother examining it. Okay, let's start with the sink. Okay, it's nice to see the sink lit up, I guess, but all it shows me is the pipe. How do I get around the corner? When I shine light on the mirror in the back... Is that a number? 8, 4, 7? So if I shine light on this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. I can see a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7. So if I shine this light on the mirror in the back, I get it. Okay, and then sun and moon. And they're like opposite to each other, so... If I shine light in the mirror, symbols appears. The left side has a sun and the right has a moon symbol. I'm gonna remember this. Can I go around the corner? 14 equals E. Can I not shine the light from here? No, okay. Okay, the 4 is up higher, and the sun is up higher. Can I not shine light in anything here? Oh, okay. Alright. What's going on in here? Oh, there's our water. That picture on the mirror, there's one in the next room too. Maybe I should see how that one relates to the towel. Maybe that'll help. Hell, it's not like I can make this situation any worse. Oh, hello. There's a little tile in the drain. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to pull it out of there. Might have to use our heads on this one. Alright, let's figure this thing out. Oh, looks like the water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much 7 turns that thing, no water's coming out. Has the water been shut off from somewhere else? There's a tile stuck in the drain. No way we're gonna be able to pull it out. Okay. So this picture in the mirror, maybe I should compare it to the towel. So there's a spring at the bottom of the river. Yeah, I guess I can see that. You talking about that towel you got? Yeah, I guess it does look a little like that thing on the mirror. Yeah, the spring on the towel has got to be indicating the picture on this mirror. And the mirror is indicating the sink, right? But the picture looks like a spring with water, and the sink's all dried out. There's the sun. So, hang on. Just keeping track of which room these are in. Oh, no, wait, those are in the third room. You go there, and then you were in the second. So, 4 correlated with the sun, 7 correlated with the moon. 14 equals E. It's just like the sun symbol we saw in that dark room. Yeah, that's right. There was some kind of number hint there, too. You think maybe the number is how many times we took a piss? Oh, it's how many times to pull on the flush. No, it's got to be how many times we flushed. Damn, this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with, but the inside's even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you could bring yourself to touch it. Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, so this should be 4. 1. Hey, this handle's pretty loose. Loose? You think it'd come off if you pull on it? Yep. It fell off. Huh, look at this. That handle doesn't really fit in the string. Maybe that wasn't meant to be attached to it. Is this for a faucet knob? Take a look at this handle. The inside of the hole's threaded, like you're supposed to screw something in there. Seen anything that might fit in there? Okay. Not yet. The only thing you can manipulate in this room is that string. Chances are they made this puzzle so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. 1. Guess I should just keep pulling on this thing then. Alright, here goes. Second pull. 2. Third pull. Thank you for counting for me, Junpei. Fourth pull. There we go. Did you just hear something? I did, but doesn't look like anything's happened here. Huh, wonder what that sound was. I do wonder. Huh, no water comes out of this faucet even if you turn the knob. Okay. Dirty blanket on the bed. Man, this is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. Can't say I'd want to sleep there. Sorry, just got a buzz. Alright, so that was 4. Oh wait, did that open the desk? This thing's really simple. Is it really a desk? Well, of course it's going to be simple. I mean, it's probably like that so we don't try and use it as part of the puzzle, right? You'd probably use a desk to write letters to your family or something, but this is a boat. I bet the only thing they used this for was eating off of. Huh? What the hell? It's not opening. There's something up with this drawer. I don't trust it. There's a pair of screws screwed into the desk. Right on top of the drawer. Doesn't matter how old this thing is, we're gonna have a tough time if we just try and break it open. It's probably gonna be a pain, but I think we need to figure out a way to get those screws off. Can I not? Nope. Okay. Nothing I can use. Alright. This chair is pretty old. If 7 sat on it, it'd probably break. Huh? You say something? Nothing at all. Okay, this one was the moon. And that was 7 flushes? So this is what the moon symbol is pointing to, huh? They probably made it so that someone wouldn't trigger it by accident, if that's the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Da-da-da-da. There's that sound again. It happens whenever I pull that string a couple more than a couple. Jinpei, did you hear something from the other room? The other room? You mean from the dark room? That's just a sink. Everything's opposite, like a mirror image. So, that's normal if you're both using the same water pipes, right? Alright, off we go. No water comes out of this faucet, even if you turn the knob. But shouldn't it... Hang on. There's a tile stuck in the drain. Yeah. No water comes out of this faucet, even if you turn the knob. The mirror over the sink has a spring symbol on it. The sink doesn't look like a spring, though. It's dry as a bone. Oh, wait, did I need to do them in order? Hang on. Pulling on the string makes a sound. It doesn't sound anything like water. I get the feeling I shouldn't pull it anymore. Okay. What am I missing, then? Yes. Is it the other room now that I need to go into? That has a lot... Okay. It's a sink, but there's no light shining on it. Yes, I... Yes, I will... We don't need to shine light in the hint anymore. 14 equals E. What am I missing here? Feather friend the feather. First, second, third of bird and feathers. 4th hour of hydrate. Tools at the bottom. Oh yes, thank you. From the nest atop your chamber door. Caught the raven. Nevermore. Thank you, I needed that reminder. Despite the fact that I'm messing around with sinks. Tasty, tasty. Okay. Yes, I want to... You don't need to shine the light in the hint anymore. Okay, cool. What am I missing? Okay. 14 equals E. Or 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, can't do anything with the tiles. Emergence, huh? I can't do anything with the handle. Okay, now I'm getting kind of stuck. The ceiling, yes, okay, I'm surprised it let me click on that. Stretch like a chocobo 4 times, thank you! So, okay, I triggered the toilets properly in order, 4 and 7. I don't know what 14 equals E is meant to be. I would have thought that the toilets, like, made the sinks work, but clearly they did not. Like, I know the handle for the other sink is clearly on that drawer, but I don't know how to get it off. Oh, hang on a sec. I don't think I'm gonna need this tube. Fucking screwdriver. Well, this part is thinner than the rest. In fact, this doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. There we go. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple of turns. Here we go. Screwdriver shaft. Finally. That's what we needed. So if I just stick this metal rod into the handle, you mean screw it in, thank you. Finally, okay. Now, we can get somewhere. Sweet, got the screws off. Now we can open the drawer. There's nothing in here. Well, maybe the drawer is what we need. The drawer, huh? Alright, let's yank the thing out. Oh, interesting. What's this? Little nobbins on the back. That I know where this is meant to go. There's a bump on the back. Wonder what it's for. Maybe there's a hole somewhere and these bumps line up with it and trigger a hidden switch or something. Boy, they're obvious with these hints. Hey, we've seen weirder stuff. Doesn't seem that far-fetched. Alright, let's move on. On a penny to a penny, hot cross buns. Sounded like something falling. What was that? I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. Tile! Oh god. 14. 14. 14 equals E. Which E, though? What is this tile for? Red, blue, gray? Several lines in each color. What does it mean? Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, that says 14. This says 14 is a mirror image. And the blue is X. So that's probably going to mean something. Something in the drawer. Hang on. Oh, wait. Does that mean... we want you. And you. If I use a screwdriver on the screw on the center of the handle, maybe I can... nail it. Knob. I know where this goes. Sweet, the handle I got off that drawer fits into the faucet perfectly. Now I can turn the water on. Junpei, what are you doing? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water. I can see that. I'm asking you why you're just letting it run like that. Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right? What do you mean? Just watch. Any time now. Hey, water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged? Oops, let's turn it off for now. So, did anything change? The water stopped flowing. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Ugh, Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, alright? Now, I think I know what's going on here, but I just want to double check about the tile. Aha! Hello! Are they identical? I think they're identical. Take a look at this tile here. See, if you look real close, the 3 red lines are on top of the other ones. The red lines? Yeah. Okay, so do I need... Emergent. There's 4 E's in emergent, so do I need 2 other... I need 2 more tiles. Cripes. Up.
What the?
What?
Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
What am I doing here?
Huh? What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean. It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi. Light, Nona.
What the hell was that?
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't. That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here. Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Huh?
That case, huh?
Wait, under this bed. The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Okay. From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
Yeah. I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago. You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why. It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found... There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them. I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
The name or voice sounds a little familiar.
Yeah, that had to been it. That's why I went to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about.
Are cops allowed to have guns like that in Japan? I don't think they are.
There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun.
Digging the cold metal thing into my skull.
What a voice.
There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug. That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
Get me some popcorn.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink. A toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear. It was pretty high. Probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Damn, son.
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
I would have tried to wedge one of the stool legs in and see if I could pry it off.
Hey, what happened after that?
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too. Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Huh?
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay? I really don't remember anything else.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said, the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship where they'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway. I didn't learn anything about the nonary game or Zero.
Didn't you, though?
Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that? I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
Okay. What do we got now? We have 2 tiles. We have water. I'm so sorry for crunching popcorn on mic. If it gets too irritating, let me know and I'll do it more often. Can I not? Okay, what do we still have? We have the mirror drawer, the tiles, the towel. Oh! That drawer wasn't opening before. Alright, well, we've got 4 tiles now. Here we go. Okay. Well, it looks like we've investigated all the rooms. Only mystery left is that door. Alright, let's crack that mystery then. We've got 4 tiles. And there are a bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall here. So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, incorrect ones, that should open the door. Well, there's only one way to find out. Ooh. Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right? Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Basically, the E's an emergence of 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. Do they, like, not give you the 14 equals E if you play the harder version of the game? I forgot that, like, I think there's a harder and an easier version. I picked the easier, so... Yes, let's go. You found it! And you've been streaming for almost 5 hours. Ew.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
Creepy and probably illegal. Of course.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
Two puzzles in a row. Torture room, just not just putting the finger on it directly. Really creepy chair. The manacles make me think it was used to torture people. Well, we can't open these manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. What kind of symbol? Well, if I've got this right, I think it's the sun symbol. There's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. Oh. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we've got to figure out this puzzle. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjusted switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the 4 corners of the screen, then press the check button. Jinpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Ooh. Whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen. So I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get the screen to match a diagram. What diagram? Yeah, but it's hard to figure out what button does what. I think it meant me to press something and I didn't. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. When all of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? Then you can see how many each switch adds. Oh yeah, I get it. What block's on top? Okay. Okay, so upper left. 1. And 3. And then 1. And then 2. And then 3. Oh, that should be 1. Actually, why don't I just take a screenshot? What am I doing? I have to go. My shift is ending. I'll be going back home now. No problem. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did, Val. I hope you have a good night. Get home safely. Take care of yourself. I'll see you around. Okay, there's number 1. I'm going to end the stream after finishing this room. Actually, maybe even before I finish this room, depending on how long it takes me. Okay, so if, for example, I use you and you, how does that look? Okay, it does just add to what's already there. Okay, okay, okay. I'll come back to that later. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. I want to look at other things first, thank you. All the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something happened if we turn them? Ha! Shoot, they're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. Red, yellow. You think the colors mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that... Bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. There are a bunch of buttons here with the letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Dropping popcorn everywhere. Down you go. So if I press it again, back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything, though. Do you think it's broken? 0369 1215, so that goes up in 3s. Interesting. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Huh. I thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it. You aren't going to be able to get that off. It's bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off of there. Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't really think we need to bother with trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything. Huh? Did I see something shiny in there? There's something shiny in there. Yeah, well, maybe. We ought to check, though. It could be pretty bad if we miss something important. Maybe we could find something to take that cover off with. The handrail doesn't go down one side of the stairs. Interesting. A handrail that goes from the exit to the stairs. These stairs go to the exit. Yeah, but there's only a railing on one side. The L-shaped pipe and the straight one are both connected to this tank thing. They're pretty big pipes, but that tank is even bigger. Yeah, but like, what about the fact that there isn't a railing there? When you look at it from here, the catwalk is pretty high up. That makes the stairs pretty steep. We better be careful going up and down them. Hey, this pipe is connected to that thing over in the corner. I imagine there are electrical wires running through that pipe with the device. Of course the entrance is locked. It's been like that in every room we've been in. What did you expect? There's no point to try to go back. Let's just think about going forward, alright? There are a number of ominous-looking tools and instruments here. Let's see, we've got an adze and a hammer, a pair of forceps, and these other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be here with all this other stuff? Yes, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all. Noink. Cover's bolted on there pretty good. Should be able to get those bolts off with this wrench we just found, though. Sweet, it's open. Although bolts don't normally work with wrenches, do— oh wait, bolts. Sorry, I was thinking rivets. The hole's too small. You can't see in even with the cover off. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. It's small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. Is it a key? Look at that. A key with the sun symbol on it. We should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we could do that. And we're probably gonna need the sun key to do that. But none of the doors in this room have keyholes. I bet we gotta use it on something that's not a door. Let's say the floor is suddenly going to open up. I can see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Oh! Junpei, look! What's she— oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Is that a shark? Wow. Killed a shark just for that. Rude. Probably an endangered species. EDBF. There are a couple of letters in the color blood written on the shark's belly. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has got to be in this room somewhere. I wonder what. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. Ominous. Looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way. The sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Alright, sun key, in you go. I'm surprised we're doing that while the chair is turned on. And yes! Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the sun key again in here, though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, Sunki, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you. Well, they're open. What are you gonna do now? Let's just look around some more. I got a feeling that something will happen. Right, we should try and figure out what the device over in the corner is for at any rate. Adjust the switches to match the blocks on top and then press the check button. Alright, hang on while I do some math with my, brain fart. Screenshots, with my screenshots. One moment. Okay, so the top just needs to match the bottom. So that would be 4 and 4. That would be 5 and 7. That's not going to work. That would not work. Although I might need to combine 3 instead of 2. I don't know. Three, 2. That'll be 5. That'll be 5 and 5. That'd be 1 and 4. That wouldn't work. 5 and 3. Five and 3, 6 and 5. 5. Will be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 and 7. Nope, that won't work. Okay, 5 and 3. 6 and 5. 6 and 6. Maybe? Nope. Okay, 9 is the most we can have. 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 3. 6, 5, 5, 3. 7, 7. 9. Can't do math. It's too late at night for this. Okay, so it can't be a 3 and 3 combo. I'm just gonna do process of elimination. I'm tired. Oh wait, I have to hit the check button. Oops. Oh wait, hang on. Wait, did it just give me the answer? Okay, I wasn't paying enough attention, which is just as well. Oh, I was thinking the quadrants all had to match. But they don't, do they? Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Let me look at that again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4. No, that'd be too high. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna. Okay. Why can I not write on you? Okay. 4, 5, 4. I was thinking the quadrants all had to match up on like vertically, but I think it's just like horizontally the two do. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 2, and 4. Mm-hmm. 11 and 9. 11 and 9 plus. No, wait, I'm counting out the wrong way. No, wait, no, I'm not. 11 and 9. Okay, 11 and 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 18. 11 plus 4 is only 15. Hmm. 9, 10, 11, 11 and 8. Oh, did I actually close the game? Wow. Didn't think it would do that. Okay, 11 and 8. This game involves entirely too much math. There is a difference of 3, so that wouldn't work. 13 and 9 has a difference of 4. That would be 14 and 10 has a difference of 4. Is the answer just all of them? 9, 18, 19, 20, 11, Plus 8 is 19. No, that's off. Mm. 9, 10, 11. 10 and 15. Nope. Nine and 6. 13. 15. Nope. Six, 9, of course, 13. Mm. Mm-hmm. I have 7, 7 and 10. 14. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One of these combos should work. Why am I having so much trouble with this? Okay, 13. 14, 15. 13. So we have 9. Oh, 9 isn't the max we can get. 9, 10. That's 10. That's 18. Wait, what the fuck? How does this make sense? 9, 10. These two are 18. This is 6. And this is 9, which is 15. Those don't line up. Eh? Oh, first time chat from Raider. Hello, Mary Marith. Not what you're planning? That's fine, that's fine. Welcome in. What brought you here? You having a good night? I'm just wrapping up. The math that was explained to me for this puzzle does not make sense. It's said to match the blocks on the top with the blocks on the bottom. But the hint doesn't do that? Because there's 18 up top here and 15 down here. Those are not the same numbers. Oh, Grimmy, oh, you're a friend of Rin. Welcome. Thank you. You're back from Lurk. I can see that. All right, let's just do a quick shout out here. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Rin's a great guy. He's been, I think I found you through Greeny's channel, right? Oh, that's interesting. Why didn't the shout out work? Greeny. Did I spell it wrong? Why isn't my shout out working? Come on, come on, come on. Don't be like that, StreamerBot. Huh. I'm sorry, I don't know why the shout out isn't working properly. Action cues. All right, well, I'll give you props then, because I don't know why the shout out isn't working. Oh, that's not working either. Well, that's great. Thank you. I don't know what StreamerBot's up to for... Now I'm curious why it's not working. Huh. What if I do this command? Okay, StreamerBot is just like entirely broken. That's great. But the chat's working. Pending actions, queue, action history. Sorry, let me just check real quick if my Twitch accounts says I'm connected. Oh, chat client died. It should have auto retried. Why did it not? Technology. Anyway, I'm just going to follow this hint, even though it makes no sense to me, despite with the specific. I mean, it makes me feel a little better because if the instructions don't make any sense and it's not my fault. All right, so we want 8 and 10. So 8 and 10. You are too much, so you're not going to be it. Okay, you are 3 and 2. Okay, actually, I need to rewrite these. 3, 2, 3. 4, 5, 2, 2. 2, 3, 1. Glad I'm not sharing my screenshots right now because my writing is horrendous. Nope, you're a 4, not a 3. You're also a 4. Okay, so we want an 8 and a 9 up top. 4, 5, 6. Nope. 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's U3. And that would give me 9, 10. Yep. Okay, it's U and U and U. Okay, that does not match what the instructions told me to do at all. But whatever, I'm done. Fuck this room. Adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from the subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has got to sit in the chair. Well, 7's never going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's going to zap the brain with a little electricity? This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still got to prepare. We can talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. The restraining device is unlocked. Please sit subject in device.
Well, like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
Put the shark in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up.
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
Excuse me.
But
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
don't say last.
You're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters. Tell them that I loved them very much. No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after Well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait! Nona?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Oh. No way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened?
Fine, I'll tell you. But... And then, that was when. From there, it looked like... Just as if... Finally... That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible.
Hadn't been hurt. Clearly the doctor was not counting trauma.
So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
I don't think that's really how you deal with trauma, but okay.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it.
How could I ask him to remember that? There you go.
But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of...
Nope. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
The hospital.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy. That's how the experiment on this ship was supposed to work.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The notary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour.
That's a weird failsafe.
If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right. Lotus, please, tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Okay.
Lotus. Okay, let's do this.
Weird flex, but alright. Oh my god. Okay, I'm taking the hint because... Wait, what? Oh. See, and this to me doesn't make any... Like, how is this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... And then 6... And then 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4... Like, I don't see how this puzzle makes sense, but anyway. The experiment has concluded. The door will now unlock. I can hear the door unlocking. And now we've got a new message. Release subject from restraining device. Lotus, are you alright? Yes, I am. I'm glad nothing bad happened, but I do think my life just got a little shorter. Hold on, I'll get you out right away. Shouldn't take long for Seven and me to get her out of here. Let's get out of here now. Being a guinea pig is not for me. Damn straight. I don't ever want to see this thing again.
The hallway goes to the left.
Yeah, but I don't see any doors.
Guess we just need to keep going.
Right, let's go.
An elevator.
Just what we need. Let's take this to C-Deck.
Let's go.
Oh, this is where we left Clover. I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah.
I know where we need to go. The door behind the central staircase. There was a sun symbol on the keyhole of that door. And I happen to have the sun key in my pocket right now. This should open that door. Let's go!
Something about those footsteps sounded weird.
Yeah.
What?
Oh!
Why?
What the hell? What the hell happened? Clover.
We picked the wrong group.
Nothing. She's dead.
Hey, what are you doing?
The key. Get me the sun key.
Why?
Why do you think? We have to get out of here before the murderer comes back.
The murderer? Santa, Clover, and Ace. 3 people, 3 dead bodies. That means that the person who had killed them was... No. No, it can't be true.
Give it to me! Let's go! Open! Why?
What happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. I didn't feel it unlock.
Oh no. Is it the wrong key?
One way only, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe. It's open.
What the hell is this?
Wait, you mean the door was already unlocked?
Why?
Then how would I know that? Whatever, let's just go.
What the hell is this door? I can't see anything that looks like a doorknob or switch or lever or card reader or anything. How the fuck are we supposed to open this?
We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to go back.
No, I'm not going back there. There is a murderer back there.
But I don't see any other doors.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
No way.
This is a bad end, isn't it?
It opened by itself.
It's an automatic door?
Look, guys, I've got a really bad feeling about all this.
No shit.
The other doors were already unlocked, and this one's automatic. We haven't seen anything like this before.
Bad feeling. We've hit bottom. This can't get any worse.
Oh, I'm sure it could. Don't tempt it.
Shit!
Hey, Junpei!
I can't take this anymore. No one can. No. It's a lie. It's gotta be. This can't be real. No. It's impossible. If it's a dream, just wake up already. Someone please tell me it's all just a joke. I'm imagining things. Yep, that's it. This is all obviously a lie.
I see he's hit the denial stage.
It's a big, elaborate trick. An illusion or something, or a dream. It's made up. Ah! Ah! Connie! Connie, hang on! Connie!
Jumpy?
Oh, man. Connie,
These are some weird nicknames, especially even for Japan, but
there's so much blood. What the hell happened to you? How did this happen?
Jumpy, I'm sorry. I might not make it.
No. No way. No way I am going to let you die. I am going to save you. I promise.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy.
That sounds a little yandere.
Oh, don't give me that I was crap. You're gonna see me again lots more times. You just gotta hang on, all right, Connie? You... Ow, what can I do? Damn it! A submarine? What on earth is a submarine doing here? That's it! Hang on, all right? There's a submarine over there. I'm gonna go see if it works.
No! Don't go. Please, don't go. Please, just stay with me, okay? I want to be close to you, Jumpy. When I...
Connie.
Jumpy, did you know you meant a lot to me when we were kids? I've liked you for a long time, Junpei.
Sounding more and more yandere here.
A really long time. Jumpy, do you remember how we hung out a lot when we were kids? We went to the pool and to the fair. Do you remember playing snowball at the school? They're all memories I'll never forget.
She's got stronger memories of her school years than I do.
All of those moments are treasures to me. But I also wanted to go to a lot of other places with you. A lot more. But that won't happen now.
No. I mean, yes. Yes, it will happen. We'll go all sorts of places, Connie. You hear me? I promise. We'll go wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, really. I swear.
That makes me happy. Really happy, Jumpy. I feel sleepy.
No, Connie, don't fall asleep.
Yeah, Jin's voice actress is doing really good at this part.
Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much.
Connie! Connie! Connie!
Time passed. Junpei wept, curled around Connie's body. He cried and cried until he had no tears left. When the last tear fell, Junpei was no more. His body remained, but only as an empty shell. Somewhere he heard a bell ring. It was the clock at the central staircase. $5. It rang 5 times, then faded.
5 o'clock.
Quietly, gently, softly, he set Connie down on the floor. Slowly, Junpei stood. Only then did he realize that Seven and Lotus had not followed him. Where had they gone? Slowly, he looked around the room. There was nothing. No sign that they had ever been there. It felt as though every part of Junpei's body was made of lead. Slowly, he made his way to the door he'd come through. As he approached it, it opened, sliding apart with a sound like grinding stone. Junpei passed through the gate and into the hallway. His heart rattled in his chest, an empty, lifeless thing. It had been so utterly broken that there was nothing left to feel. When he saw their bodies, he simply stared. It was a lake, a sea of blood. 2 bodies lay in it. There was no need to check. There was no breath left in them. His eyes lit on Lotus's wrist. Her bracelet. It was gone. He stared. It meant nothing to him. He didn't care anymore. He couldn't care anymore. Junpei's body felt numb. A part of him knew the lump of lead in his chest had once been a heart. He couldn't quite remember what it had been for. Tears poured from his eyes in great streams. He wasn't sure why. He gave up trying to make them stop. He turned around, the door opened again, and slowly, numbly, he walked through. He kept walking. Why stop? An object set in motion, simple inertia carried him forward. Eventually, he found himself in front of the submarine. His arm reached for the hatch. And then he was floating in water. His eyes stared down into it. He couldn't see the bottom. His back was hot. Dimly, he felt the blade of a knife in it. Who? One dead body lay behind door number 5. The body of the 9th man. Another lay in the shower room. The body of Snake. At the central staircase were 3 more. Ace, Santa, and Clover. Just outside the door were 2 corpses, those of Seven and Lotus. And in this very room lay the body that had once been Kane. And now Junpei would join them. Who, then, had killed them all? Who? Junpei let out one last breath. Faintly, he felt the bubbles creep up the side of his face. His consciousness faded quickly, dissolving away into the cold, gentle lapping of the water. Bad ends! 0 escape. Well, I did fail to escape. I think it's impossible to get the quote-unquote canon ending on the first playthrough, but I'd have to double check that. Well, that was an ending. I've been streaming for almost 6 hours. That's a good place to call it a night, I think.